Okay, there we are. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Hello, Travel Start. And welcome to Sunday Night Travel Specials. Although, Lord knows it's Monday morning by now, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little after midnight. So, I hope your day is going well. And I hope that you got to spend some time with family and loved ones, or maybe got to spend some time on yourself because that recuperative time and self care and self love is so super, super, super important. Most of us don't do enough authentic self care. Um, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of cruise specials. So buckle up your seatbelts. Um, you know, here's the thing. I know when we first started to cruise, we went on Carnival. Carnival is considered the fun ships. They really are. And so, young Liz, or younger Liz, I should say, we probably didn't even get on a cruise ship until maybe 10 years ago. So I was 32. Um, so, I was working constantly. My husband and I were on separate shifts. My children were like 8 and 10, something like that. And I ended up going with my mother, a friend of mine, my sister, and myself. So four total people went, and we had a ball. A couple of things about travel that some people don't take into account. Like, you think you know someone pretty well, and then you go on vacation with them, you travel with them, and you find out maybe you're not the best travel companions, or conversely, just the opposite. You find out you're perfect, which is what happened for me. My mother and my sister are morning people. They are happy, happy, joy, joy. Oh, the world is fantastical. Give them a cup of coffee. They want to go up on the deck and like sip their coffee and watch the sun come up with their, pancake. Like, that's their experience. For me, I'm not happy if you wake me up anytime before 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. My biological clock is backwards, and actually my father's side of the family, all of them were the same way. We don't do mornings well. So when you're traveling, it's always a good idea to make sure that the person that you're in the room with, that you're going to be cohabitating with for that short period of time, um, is similar to you in terms of the temperature you like to keep the cabin, in terms of sleep schedule, in terms of restroom time. Like, I'm a woman. Obviously, today my makeup is almost completely off. And but if I'm on a cruise, I'm going to spend about 45 minutes to an hour beating my face, quote unquote, so that I feel like I look presentable. And I know that there are people in the world that will shame a person who wants to wear makeup or puts on a certain amount of makeup or takes a certain amount of time. And so, not compatible people to be in the same room. Um, Unless, and I'll say this, if your person in your room is going to get up early, grab some stuff, throw it on real quick, and take off, then you guys might be great because you won't be in the room all that long together, anyhow. But anyhow, so on that cruise, we saw karaoke, which was hilarious and amazing, and we did a little karaoke, and that was great. There was a nightclub that played my kind of music. Now, I don't need, um, all hardcore gangster rap, and I don't really listen to, that much of it anyways, but I do like certain rap. I do like rhythm and blues. I do like some pop music. I do like some country music. I don't have the inclination towards polka, so, yeah, they didn't really play any of that. But um, my point is, if you're planning on going on the fun ship and you love opera and you enjoy quiet spaces and books, probably not Carnival for you. Okay, um, but it is a multi-generational kind of an experience. So many times you'll see, the wee ones, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, and you'll see mom and dad, and maybe the teenagers, and then maybe grandma, grandpa are with them on the ship. So, my mother And my sister enjoyed everything. Again, their musical tastes are not so much rap, and definitely they're more religious, so the things that they did were different. Their excursions were different. Um, but that being said, if you want to go for wine tasting, that's available on Carnival too. And what happens is people think of the ship and or the cruise line sometimes, and um, it's like, oh, it's just that bargain basement cruise. But no, matter of fact, Carnival has two new ships that are launching fairly soon, the Mardi Gras and the Panorama, and they are both luxury cruise lines, Carnival's version of a luxury cruise line. Uh, Carnival Corporation also owns Princess Cruise Lines, and so they know how to do luxury. They know how to do things in a way that's a little more classy, a little more sophisticated for, a different type of traveler. That doesn't mean you can't go on a Princess Cruise Line and have fun. That doesn't mean that you can't go on Carnival and have a relaxing time. It just depends on what your likes are. So anyhow, I bring that up because I do my travel specials on Sundays, and this came out earlier this week. I try really hard not to bombard you with like sales, sale. I want you to know that I want you to book with me. I want you to feel free to ask me questions. I want you to feel free to reach out. I want you to know that I'm backed by a travel agency that's been around since, 25 plus years. They're amazing, lots of awards and all that stuff. Yeah, I want you to know all of that. But I also really, really, really want you to know that you can either decide to book something. Let's just say that typically, you go on ships for experiences. You maybe go over and like help doctors beyond, without borders or something like that. You tend to do a lot of things, or only do things if they are philanthropic, or if they help someone else. And maybe you just want to let your hair down this time. So, if that's the way you feel and that's where you're at, I want you to be able to do that. Don't, like get yourself boxed into a little corner and you're now one dimensional, which interestingly, I have a page on YouTube that I'm just starting to kind of build. And interestingly enough, on YouTube, they want a person that's almost one dimensional. Like Peter McKinnon is known for what? Video and photography. And, lots of the information says that if he veers off too far from that, he'll lose a lot of his following because he is photography and, and video. So, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just going to be me. But, the point is, I think that you should be able to go travel and do and have whatever experiences you want. Okay. So anyways, I do my travel specials. I do them on Sunday night, and this particular sale was like a week or a little less than a week. Today is the last day. Today is on Monday, May 20th. Last is the last day. It is applicable for sales through April 2021, so that gives you a nice long booking window. If you if you're like going to buy a car or a house, but you're going to need a vacation, and you're not going to, pay a whole lot of attention to the cruise until after you get those things done. Anyways, you have a big booking window. So anyways, but they have $50 per person deposits, and they don't do that horribly often. You'll get them a couple times a year, and right now is one of them. So if you guys are thinking about going on the party ship and you want something that is, either, can be fun, can be luxury, can be all those things in between, Carnival's a great way to go. We love going up for soft serve, and we love going up for pizza, and we like the Guy's Juke burger joint that's upstairs, and the Blue Iguana. Both, we're not big alcohol people, but they did actually have some good drinks, so it is what it is. But they also have the Blue Iguana, where you can go and make like your own tacos and burritos and things like that up on deck. So and we enjoy the sit down dinners. So I'm just saying, Carnival, there's a lot to be said. We even liked quite a bit of the food that was just in the buffet, not even considered specialty dining or your sit down meal. Yeah, so they do pretty well as far as food is concerned too. Yeah. So the last day for the sale is May 20th. Sailings through April 2021. They 2 to 5 day sailings or 6+ days sailings starting at $499 or $269 per person, double occupancy. I know you guys get tired of hearing that. I sometimes get tired of saying it, but um, on cruise ships, the most of them, um, they don't really have single berth or single rooms or solo cabin sailings. And so if you book a room that, and as far as the cruise line is concerned, is for 2 people, then if you decide to go by yourself, you would end up paying the 269, obviously plus tax, but you wouldn't have to pay the port charges for the extra person because it's just you. But if that's what you wanted to do. Now these are beginning prices. So this would be like an inside cabin or a guaranteed berth, which means you go on the ship and Carnival decides where you end up on what floor, how high or low or whatever. And some people are okay with that. If that's you, that's great. It's not me. I don't want to be all the way at the back of the ship. I don't want to be all the way at the front. I want to be in the middle because I do get motion sick from time to time, and um, the middle just tends to be better for me. I also don't want to be right near elevators. Like all night long, you hear the ding of the elevator, or you hear people laughing, or coming in and out, or people throwing up in the hallways, or nope, don't want to do that. So yeah, okay, so that's Carnival. I don't want to just leave you with only pricing for Carnival. Let's take a look at the Mardi Gras. These people look happy though, don't they? They look happy as heck. Look at the new design though. Isn't it lovely? In an odd way, kind of a way, it almost reminds me of a Disney ship, even though Disney ships are much smaller than this ship. And the funnel on top of the ship kind of looks shorter and fatter, but look at how this is an enormous, enormous, enormous vehicle. 6,630 capacity, 180,000 gross tons, 1,700 crew members on board, 19 decks. Ain't that a kicking? I mean, that's amazing. Um, so what they're showing you is obviously not an interior cabin. They're standing out on the balcony, but so an idea of a Havana inside interior. It's good. It does all the work for me, right? So 2 beds or 1 bed. It has a bathroom that's enclosed. It has a little vanity area, which is great. Cloud9 spa interior, so this will be up on the spa deck, usually much higher up in the ship. Same kind of a thing, basically same setup. 2 beds or one. So if you are traveling, say with your bestie or whatever, and y'all don't need to sleep in the same bed, 1 bed goes over here and the other bed goes that way, and you know, so you can do that. Family harbor, so it's kind of giving you an idea of what the family suites would look like. Some of the insides they say can sleep 3 to 4. Usually they bring in like an extra little bed. Not the most comfortable bed, by the way. You can put them on the floors. Actually, the room that my husband, myself, and my children stayed in, and my kids were teenagers at this point, had it had a fall down from the wall, and one bed went on like underneath it, kind of like a bunk bed on the floor, and then one that was on top of it. The kids loved it; they didn't care at all. Of course, we weren't in an inside cabin. I need a window, but so there you go. Again, this would be more close. This would be closer to a family room, right? Because this couch will pull out and become a pull-out sofa for someone to sleep on, or someone's to sleep on, and then just the basic interior. Ocean view rooms. So Cloud9, okay, pull-out sofa, bed, mirror, small vanity area there. I don't think they have a floor plan, for like above looking down, but you get the point, right? Lots of the rooms are basically similar. I love the little window bench seat though by this window. That's awesome. standard ocean view. There you go. There's the floor plan. This, they all pretty much will look like this. They're just kind of separated on different floors, right? And the spa one had a couple of extra, like the bedding was different and things like that. Okay, balcony. So again, these people are out on a balcony, and you can tell the linens were different in the room. It's got a nice sized balcony. It's got a place where you can kind of lay out and catch some sun if you want to, or sit and have a drink, whatever it is that you want to do. Bathroom, small vanity, pull out sofa, and either two beds or one bed. This is pretty standard in all the rooms. They either take two beds and push them together to make the king size bed, or they push the beds to separate areas so that, you know, in the case that you don't need to share the bed with the other occupying person in the room. Yeah, better artwork, right? Some of the linens are slightly different. Used to have the vanity, TV, doors kind of in a different place, and the pull-out sofa there. Cloud 9, this is in the forward of the ship, so if you're okay with some of that. Now, in this size luxury cruise liner, you're going to know that the stabilizers are going to kick in a lot more, and you will feel a lot less of this, unless, of course, they drop anchor, and in which case the stabilizers will help to an extent, but if it's choppy seas, you may get some of that still. So just so you know, okay? Look at all these. I don't want to go through every single one of them, but look, okay, it's night. The colors are more serene. They're definitely more spa-like. There you go. Basically the same setup as before. It looks like, yeah, they have a little bar area in the room, and the balcony's not quite as big. So there you go. Suites. So you can tell this has a bed and then a little walkway off to the other side there. So has a living room because it's a suite. Yep. Excel corner suite. Very nice. Nicely appointed. Still bright. Very spa-like, and has this nice, almost panoramic balcony. Not, you know, it doesn't go completely around the suite, but, you know, around the edges there. So that's nice. Bigger balcony on this one. This one doesn't have that additional living space. The bathroom is slightly bigger. There you go. Beds, you know, TV, place to do some work if you need to do that, or sit and read, or put all your toiletries and whatnot there. Two places, you see, too. Again, bigger, light colors, you know, some pretty nice, bright. I wouldn't even call this spa-like. I would say this is more like energetic. It's time to get out and do it. And again, a fair-sized balcony. That's called the Havana Cabana. You know, okay. So you see that there is definitely it is a not a cookie cutter, but they have their little footprint, and they just keep repeating it, and they make some a little bigger and some a little smaller and some a little. So you're going to have basics. You're going to have a balcony, you're going to have a bed or two beds as it may be. You're going to have the sofa that's a pull out, you're going to have the restroom, you're going to have the wardrobe, and, you know, there you go. Spa suite is definitely more zen. Colors are much lighter, and that's a great thing. A family harbor suite, okay. You know, a little more like the kids will like this. Bedroom, bathroom, little area with the sinks and whatnot. Little, like a place to sit, sofas that pull out. Again, a bed or two beds if you like. I would say very small in terms of the balcony. This is very pretty. Ocean suite. Again, more blue, more serene. Has a little privacy for mom and dad, you know, bounce, wow, wow. Okay, anyways. So, this ship is considered a luxury ship. And, let's see, where is it? Panorama. So that's the Mardi Gras. This is the Carnival Panorama. Out of Mexico, Los Angeles, 2 to 5 days, and 6 to 9 days. Slightly smaller than the sister ship that we just showed you. Even a little different in terms of the design on the outside. The Mardi Gras is 133,000 gross tons, 4,000 guest capacity, 1,450 crew members, 15 decks. Yes, I'm here for all of this. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, you are going to notice that I won't take you through all these like last time. Still, the template of the room, basically the same. Colors are different, right? A little brighter. Actually love the dark wood on the other one. So, right, you see where some of it repeats. Some of the things, some of the aspects of the rooms repeat, and this one actually has a porthole, so that's an inside interior porthole. Okay. Okay, ocean views, the little towel animals. I read an article that said that they may be doing away with some of that. Okay, so obstructed views. Well, the same template, right? 2 beds, bathroom, etc., etc. Okay, so there's a balcony here. Someone's making up your room and showing you your little animals. This is maybe a little more mature, I would say. Love this dark wood though. Definitely has a balcony where you can go out there and relax. Pull out sofa. A little bit larger on the balconies here. I feel like if you have vertigo, this is probably going to be a bit much for you. So that's an important thing to let your travel person know. Even some people with seizures can't take, certain like swirling patterns or bright, anything bright that is out there, It's too much going on. It can send someone into a grand mal seizure. Sweet. Nice bathtub though. You see that? There we go. Right here. This has a bathtub and 2 sinks, so that's nice. Yep. Nice floor to ceiling door though there. I almost want to call it a window, but I mean it's glass, but that's a door. Okay, nice size balcony. Family suite. This one has even a little bigger bathtub too. So there you go. Toilet, sink, bathtub. Okay, so you get the point. If you guys are thinking about booking Carnival, please let us earn your business. That would be great. Go on to carnival.com and take a look around. See what you like, see what sparks you, see what makes you happy. Lots of people are talking about the show with the Japanese lady that thanks her things that don't make her happy before she gets rid of them and, organizes her house. So, I'm saying if it makes you happy, if you see it and it's like, I think that would be nice, then, this may be the way to go. So, onboard credit of up to $50. Okay, so there you go. Again, the sale on this ends on May 20th. Okay, bye-bye Carnival. We love you though. And you guys don't need to see my emails, right? Okay, next is our hot deals. Ooh, we like hot deals. Sell your way with Celebrity Cruises. Okay, so, lowest available fare, Sail Plus, so you get 2 perks included. Sail with all included, you get 4 perks included. The perks are the classic beverage package, the premium beverage package, Sail all included, and suite guests. So you have to book, of course, a suite or above to get the premium included. Unlimited Wi-Fi, or $150 per person to spend on board, or prepaid gratuities. So if you have the Sail Plus, you can choose 2 items, and if you have the Sail all included, then you get all of them. Okay. Also includes 50% off the third, fourth, and fifth guests. Suite guests always get 4 perks. So there you go. Booking window is through June 5th of 2019. Sailing window is June 2nd, 2019 through April 30th of 2021. Let's take a look at the flyer. Okay, so 1, you sail at the lowest fare. 2, you sail plus you get 2 perks, and 3, you sail and you get all included. So it's 3 different ways that you can book your cruise. Non-refundable deposits, that is important to know. Fare with 2 perks. Sail all included is 4 perks. So basically just reiterating what they've already said. Book a suite and always get 4 perks. Booking window again, May 2nd through June 5th. Sailing window is June 2nd through April 30th, which they said. And then they're going to reiterate what the perks are of sailing. Let's let's see if I can show you some celebrity cruise lines, some ships and the whatnots. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Okay. I don't know. When I think about what I want to do on vacation, like I find myself still somewhere between like I want to do the party thing, you know, and like my kids are now grown, so I kind of want to just relax and be. And I don't know. I want this coupling of both of them. Sorry, you guys. This again, I have 2 screens, which is why I'm still looking up, and it opened up the information on the bottom screen, and I'm not really sure if you guys can see this, since it's no, you can't. What happens is the software will only give you the information that's on the upper screen. So I'm not gonna. I'll close this. It's just gonna be a problem. Oh, it's giving me itinerary changes. That's not what I want. Quick references. I really only want celebrity information only. Okay. So as you can see, Celebrity has several ships, and they actually are owned by the Royal Caribbean Corporation. So Azamara is as well. I want to show you. How about we go with the Edge? It's definitely one of their newer ships. 129,000 gross tonnage. Yeah, it just launched December 2018, so a fairly new ship. 16 decks, and that's nice. It's just that it's going to make me click on every single one of them to show you guys a little something. Yeah. This is actually in the back end for the travel agent, and I would prefer something more for the customers so you guys can see this. Okay. I'm not gonna do that whole thing, but let's see. I say it every single time. Gigabit connection, you guys. Gigabit. Why is it so slow? Every single time I know I have multiple windows open, but what a pain. If you guys haven't looked at a Galapagos vacation, you are missing out with everything in all your life. Okay, I just need the ships only. Find a cruise. It's not letting me search by cruise ship only or round trip airfare though, and 50% off the second guess, so that's nice. Okay, this is taking too long. Yeah, odd. I'm not actually on the front end site all that much, so usually I click on just a couple of things and there you go. Let's see. Let's try Caribbean. Yeah, I don't really care about the ports. Um, how about December, right? Or November, and that way you're not cooking for Thanksgiving or Christmas. I told my family I'm not cooking this year. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I've been cooking every single year. I get to cook, I get to clean, I get all. Nope. Okay, let's go with the edge. Okay. Well, these are not quite Christmas, but or Thanksgiving. This one's 2020. Okay. Okie dokie. No, I don't need a wheelchair accessible room. I'm just trying to get to the ship information. It's such a robust site that I feel like you could get lost, looking at all this stuff. Anyhow, you can see some suites, you can see some aqua class rooms, you can see some concierge class or inside cabins or ocean views and whatever, and at least I can point you in the right direction so you can find the information on the outside. Since for the life of me I can't remember where in the world their ship information is for celebrity, specifically to celebrity. That's odd. Anyhow, the good news is, yeah, I know. The good news is that I'll find it and we'll talk about it on another you know, on another live, but I want to kind of keep going. Um okay, yeah, we don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Okay, let's get rid of celebrity, let's get rid of the edge, and let us go to there we go. Okay. So, so we've had several bookings for this group, which makes me super excited. Um, as you guys may or may not know, we try to put together a group cruise once every year, once every 2 years. I actually would like to have it be, a couple times a year. That would be great. But while we're building up kind of our groups and whatnot, for right now, once is good. Our ship is one that I have been so excited, so excited to go on. Um, so I remember when they launched the Epic, and I wanted to go on it, and like I said, work, and sick, and my husband and I are on different schedules, and my kids are wee ones, and the whole thing, and they had the Blue Man Group on board. I really wanted to see the Blue Man Group, and we could not, we couldn't like get it together. There was just so much happening, and so for me, I would love for other people to, myself and others, to experience multiple cruise lines. Sometimes when you're traveling, you want to go and party. I wouldn't mind going to Cancun and just kind of, going from place to place and hanging out. So, um, I'm not a big drinker, but I would love to go and dance and be in the ocean and just warm weather and the whole thing. Okay, so I really think that most people should do that. Not all. There's definitely a class of people that's absolutely not appealing to, and it would be horrible. But for them, at least initially. But I believe that most of the things you do that are super fun are outside your comfort zone, unfortunately. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes, like me, you can go and party and you're like, yes, everything works. So, anyways, so I would love for people to go on multiple cruises and multiple cruise lines and take different types of vacations, or holidays, as they say overseas. So, um, in this particular case, so this is our cruise. It's a 7 day from San Juan. It leaves on March 22nd to April 1st, 2020. Um, when I looked in the travel agent, like, I definitely will never show you any reservation stuff. I'll only ever show you like ships and things in our side. But when I looked last, these particular cabins, spa or spa mini suites, didn't have a whole heck of a lot of them just sitting out there. So there were mm, like maybe 8 or 9, something like that, mini suites left, and this was probably 2 weeks ago. Spa suites. Okay, it's hard to say because there are spa balconies and there are spa ocean views, but the spa balconies seem to have about 10 or 12 rooms, at least in the categories we were interested in, that were still available. So just so you know. Um, I'm trying to close windows as I go, you guys, because again, the internet is running. It's probably not the internet. I think it's actually the laptop that doesn't have enough RAM to run everything I'm running at the same time. So, anyways, a little bit slow. Um, okay, so total of I think 8 ports: San Juan, Aruba, Caraco, Saint Lucia, Antigua, Saint Kitts, St. Martin, U.S. Virgin Islands, and then back to Puerto Rico. Okay, 2 days at sea. So here's the thing about the ship. Actually, my brother was saying 10 days is a long time. And then you come in the day before and you come the day after. And there are times in life when that, you can't afford the 12 days off. But I would offer with that thinking is that you work 365 days. You have 365 days. And of those 365 days, it's not asking too much to take 12 of those days to yourself or give that time to yourself and your family. Um, I know it's an investment for a lot of people. Um, I had someone that came in and just paid it off cash. Some people, not that way. Other people have to make payments, myself included. Um, we just moved into this place and, it's more expensive than the last place that we were in. So either way, we're glad to have you. Um, There we go. I was gonna say pictures of the ports are missing. It's this is good information for you to know. The average high is 83 degrees Fahrenheit or 28 Celsius. Average low is 71 or 72. This is in Puerto Rico. And as now I logged into the travel agent side, but if you go to ncl.com, as you can see at the top of the screen here, if you go there, you can definitely put in the same values that I put in, which is a Caribbean cruise. Click on March 2020, and then click on the Epic, and then click on 6 to 9 days for the length of the thing. And you can definitely take a look around, and you'll see this pricing in the same screen that we're looking at right now. And you can click on all of the extra things, and it'll give you some pictures that you can take a look at, right? These are like the best of the best, like what they want you to see. Again, internet's running super slow. Any other days, I would have no problems. Anyhow, let's see. Caraco? Maybe that one will load. Yeah, see? There we go. There we go. Water's gorgeous, little Dutch towns. So basically, when I was thinking about where to go for this particular venture, I wanted to go somewhere that we were going to be on islands. I wanted to go somewhere it was warm. I wanted to go somewhere where the water was going to be like crystal clear, or it was going to be that incredible turquoise or that sapphire blue water. For the most part, we can't guarantee it all the time, and especially if it's rough seas, the water on the bottom, the dirt on the bottom of the ocean kind of can get churned up, and it can be a little murky. But anyways, that's what I wanted. So high of 82, average low of 76 degrees. I'll take that. It sounds like beach weather to me. So again, you can click on all these. I'm not going to go through all of them. No, not tonight. I'm not even sure how long this video has been running, but I know for a fact that it's been a minute. So there you go. Okay, the Epic has 4,100 in terms of their capacity for guests on board. It's 155,000 gross tons. The rest of this is probably not going to mean a whole bunch to you. Crew 1,724, so they have plenty of people to, to dote on you, to bring you what you need, to be at your beck and call, or to help you have a good time and party. So that's great. Studios, they do actually have the solo cabins aboard this ship, and that was important to me to make sure that when I book something that people were traveling without someone else, or they just wanted to do it, go it alone, they'd be able to do that. Inside cabins, just like I said on Carnival, you guys, they have a template, right? Shower, toilet, the sink's on the outside here. There's a little vanity slash a wardrobe here. A TV that's kind of built in, a little place to like put on makeup or whatnot. It's 2 beds that they can either separate or push together to make a king size bed. And that's pretty much going to be the floor plan for all the rooms. Some of the rooms in some of the categories are some bigger and some smaller, or some have more deck space, etc., etc. But as you can see, basically the same. So the linens have changed now. We're in the balcony suites. There we go. Actually really like this kind of turquoisey blue. But there you go. Sink, balcony, television, etc. Same thing. Balcony. There's your balcony. That's the only addition there. And the door is, right in front of the cabin. So they're pretty much all going to be the same. Some sleep 3 to 4, so they have a pull-out. This right here is the pull-out sofa. There we go. So these pull out, and you can sleep up to 4 people in this room. If they're 2 adults that don't know each other, they better be, they better be okay with that, and they should know up front, because they won't have, a separate bed, and they don't bring in like the little cot type things. Nope. Anyhow, 188 looks like the lowest square footage. Highest square footage is 230 in this class from 257. We got a 257, okay? Spa, these are the ones I was talking about before. Now there is a type of a room called a haven. A haven is a suite. It's not a type of room. It's a suite aboard the ship. Most havens start at right around $5,000 per person in the suite. However, there is definitely a value that you get for what you're spending, on the room. Let me get you a floor plan. Again, floor to ceiling glass, sliding glass door here, which is nice. Linens are a little different. The art in the room is definitely different. Darker woods, etc. Havens have their own area, so we're looking at a pool here, lots of lounges, only for Haven guests, not for anyone else. Again, they have their own lounge. Havens do. Actually, solo cabins have an area that's only for them as well. They do have their own lounge. They have their own dining room and or restaurants aboard the ship. So you got a restaurant, you got a lounge, and then the appointment for the room. And this one has a bathtub in the room. So yeah, here we go. There's the bathtub. Okay, otherwise, if you're in a mini suite or you're in a balcony, different linens again, floor to ceiling, woodwork there for cabinets and space to store things. Sink is still outside. You have a pull-out couch, a balcony, and a bed. Again, the same, pretty much the same template as the other rooms. Typically, these are bigger, slightly bigger, and or within the same size, but up on the floor where the spa is. So that's great. Toilet, shower, and a balcony. Also, you see the wardrobe in the picture there, and there you go. That's going to be it. Mini suite. Okay, so we've already seen what that looks like. Family mini suite with balcony, different linens, floor to ceiling, pull out sofa. You guys got it. You got it by now. You guys can do the presentation without me. You don't even need me. Balcony, right? Shower, toilet, sink, wardrobe, clothes. Okay, there we go. Same thing. Same stuff, same. They're going to be the same. 241 square feet, sleeps. There is two different categories here that sleep a 3 to 4. If you notice, this category here has an X in it. That X does mean that you are going to end up in a room of Norwegians choosing and or availability at the time of sailing. So you could end up on a lower deck or a much higher deck than you would like to, or underneath an area that has lots of walking traffic where you're going to hear lots of noise, or restaurants where you hear chairs and things going across. If you're up to that, you notice my little suck. If you're okay with an MX, if you're just an X in general, then usually it helps to save you in terms of how much the cruise will cost at the end. But be prepared that you should be pretty flexible and understand you may end up in an area of the ship that, you otherwise might not have chosen. Okay? I gotta say, as a travel pro, the most challenging thing is when you tell someone about a room like this, and all they see is how much it costs. And finances are big right now, and they always have been, I guess. But when you work hard for your money, you want to keep as much of it as possible, but you still want to vacate and get away. And then they come back and they say, "Oh, I had this just every night. You could hear people right above my head, or there were constantly people going by because it was by a very public area, and oh my, I would never do that. Never. Why did you let me do it?" And you can explain it to them 100 times, but they want to save the money. And sometimes just paying that little bit extra is peace of mind for lots of people. However, there are people that go on an MX category or an X category in any of the other types of rooms, and they come back, they're like, "We met new people, we stayed somewhere we wouldn't have, we were all about that, life was amazing," So, and you never know which one you're going to get. Some people are more adventurous that way. Other people, they like their routines and patterns and habits. And if your routines, habits, and patterns, you probably don't want an X category room. If you're, a little freer and you don't mind that you may be put in a place that's maybe a little louder that you like, or if something wakes you up, then you just get up and go do another something on the cruise. You go find some trouble to get into, quote unquote trouble. You might not mind an X. And there's another drawback to the X, and I'll tell you what that is in a minute. Sorry. Got off on a little tangent. Okay. Haven Suites. They're amazing. They're lovely. And the value of them is off the charts. And they do come at a cost. Like everything else in life, right? The best things in life are free. Well, this is not free. And I'm not saying it's not the best, but they come at a price. So be prepared if that's something that you're up for, something you're interested in, and something that's that that in your budget you can handle, then there you go. Okay, living room, floor to ceiling windows, bed, better artwork. I'm going to click through these because we've seen these already. It's the lounge in the restaurant. This is the setup. It has a living room. It does have a couch that pulls out. It does have a room for kids or other people, whatever. And then it does have the 1 or 2 beds in this room. It also does have this bathtub, as you can see. There's the vanity, vanity, here we go. It has a little wet bar, etc., etc. And then it has a little walk through here. So consider that your foyer. Yeah? Okay. These rooms are the exception because they are not the template of the other rooms, right? So as you can see, wet bar, table, chairs, pull out sofas, more chairs, different linens, definitely has a balcony, right? This is lovely though. It's kind of like spring. TV, the mirrored wardrobe area there. There you go. And you've seen these already. There we go. Okay, so you walk in. This one does not have the foyer, but you do have the area to sit. You have a fair-sized balcony. You have a bed. You have a shower. I'm guessing this is where the toilet is, although I don't really see it in this drawing, but that doesn't mean anything. 2 sinks, fair-sized wardrobe, 2 beds here. This is also a sofa that's pull out, and then another restroom and toilet and shower area. Of course, it does have the balcony in the back. So this is a very nice one. It's a 2-bedroom family villa. I feel like you could probably take like your sisters or your brothers, or you know what I mean. There's lots of sleeping space is what I'm saying. Pull out, and that. So you could probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what I'm guessing. There you go. Accommodate 6, 504 square feet. Okay, so I'm not going to go through every single Haven category, but you guys understand, what I'm saying. They do have bathtubs in them. Seems like all of them. They have floor-to-ceiling windows and or a sliding glass door of some form. They do have the bed and or the double beds that push together to make the king-size bed. The amenities are just, they're better appointed. They have more space. They have lots of perks. And so that brings me on to, let's talk about the free at sea. Okay, so right now what they have is the free at sea, and that's about 5 items that you can pick from. If you end up in a ocean view, balcony, or mini suite, you get to choose 2 of these. If you end up in a Haven suite, you get to choose all 5. And actually right now they're calling it the all-in. So there are people that even if they don't have a Haven will get all 5. Okay, that's the new marketing. So you can get an unlimited free bar. Here's the thing about the bar. If you have 2 adults in the room that are of drinking age, both people must get the unlimited open bar because they know you're going to share the drinks if not. The unlimited bar is $99 per person per day, and it's a 10-day ship, so that's $2,000. And then you still have to pay some taxes and gratuities. It wound up being like $198. That's the bottom line per person. So it's about $400 per 2 adults in the cabin for what would have ended up being, $2,400. You also can get free shore excursion credits. They're usually about $50 per person per port, and we have lots of ports. Okay, so if you are planning on doing like adventure travel, or you want to go out and zip line, or you want to go lay on the beach at a cabana, which is not really considered an excursion, but you would have a $50 credit that you can use towards it. If you want to go horseback riding or ATVs, there's just, if you plan on making the most of your vacation and going and seeing and doing everything, that might be the one for you. Free specialty dining. I did look this up. It's usually 2 days on a 7-day. I believe it's 4 on this one. 4 different specialty dinings. They're all 5-star and above dining, extravaganzas. They are usually somewhere between 3 to 5 courses, and the food is excellent. Matter of fact, my family came back raving about Cagney's because they went on the group cruise that I put together last September. And then there is free Wi-Fi. They give you 250 minutes per person for Wi-Fi aboard the ship. Okay? Take it all free. So, balcony and above staterooms, take all 4 free at sea offers. Studios and insides, pick 1. Ocean views, pick 2. And of course, if you do the balcony or above, then you get to take the whole entire list, and that ends on Tuesdays. And then, of course, friends and family sale for free is available as a free offer choice on select sailings and dates. So, just like we saw in Celebrity, we're third, fourth, fifth, whatever, sale for free. Same thing. They still would have to pay the port taxes, which was $150. Uh, let's see. I hate to give you like roundabouts if I know I have the information at fingers reach. We actually booked some hotel rooms. We held a bunch of rooms for this sailing. So for pre-cruise and post-cruise. Government taxes, port fees were $131.75. Drink packages were $198. This is per person. $198 per person. If you decide to go with the dining, the service charge for that, the gratuities, which is what you're paying, is $18.80. For pretty much all the cabins, with the exception of the Havens, they recommend that you tip approximately $15 per day per person. So it works out to be about $150 per person, or $300 per two-person people in the cruise. And the reason for that is, it's a good one. And, if you guys decide to book, then we can talk about that a little bit more. Okay, so that is our group sailing. So the perk of the group sailing is that you would be on a ship where there were other people that you were able to connect with. Sometimes people don't like to go away on vacation, and it's because, like, you're going to go by yourself, right? You're going to go away, and yeah, it's like you and your husband, or you and your bestie, or whatever. But you don't really get to like spend time with other people or have other people that are familiar around, in the case of an emergency, or maybe you just want to go like dance and do something. So the perks, and I'm not saying everyone is like that, because when you pay your money, you can decide to go and be left the hell alone, like Walter says. But sometimes, you make a friendship, and your group gets a little bigger and it's more fun, and you can go have dinner with that person, or lunch with that person, or specialty dining, and, go on an excursion together. And if you're like me, like super social, then you like the togetherness. I have friends that just want to go and sit and read a book, and they'd rather be left alone, and that's what they're paying for. So it can be either or, but that's a perk. So there we go. Okay. I don't think I mentioned this yet, and we have definitely veered away from that page. Right now, Norwegian still has $50 reduced deposits per person. It actually did not give me the date that was supposed to end. So as of right now, I don't know the end date for that. I always feel like documentation beats me just telling you every day of the week, right? It probably would have been easier just to have reloaded it. There we go, right there. Book a cruise today with $50 deposits. Yay, I found it. Yay. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I hope you found some value. I hope you got excited to take a cruise. The one thing that I know that I did for Carnival, but I didn't do for the other cruise lines. Okay, Celebrity also has the multi-generational aspect. All the cruise lines have kids clubs. I didn't speak about that, but they do. Carnival tends to be like the everybody ship. Celebrity also has that everybody quality, but to me, and in my opinion, Celebrity is just for kind of a more sophisticated traveler. So, on Carnival, you might go and sit down in the formal dining room and have on like jeans and a polo tee, no big deal. Celebrity, you're going to have on dress slacks, or khakis or whatever, and a button down or a polo tee. It's just a little bit different. It's kind of like a cut above. And there's nothing wrong with that. Every woman loves to see their man dressed down and dapper, and every man loves to see his woman, dressed. And so if that's what you're looking for, then that's a great thing. If that's how you want to bring your children up, then you might think about doing celebrity, because that's the lifestyle that you're building, right? You're designing your life. Um, Norwegian. Norwegian is, I would say it's kind of in the middle of the two brands. So there's fun to be had on all the ships. Um, Norwegian's a little more laid back. They are freestyle cruising. That's what they do. They're kind of easy, go with the flow. They're not as much of a party ship as Carnival, but they do have, dancing and things up on the decks. They do have pools. They do have water slides. They all have theaters. So, so in my opinion, Carnival, you want to go and just have fun and let your hair down. Norwegian, you just want to take it easy. You want to go, you want to relax, you want to dance a little, you want to eat some or maybe a lot. You want to go and read a book. You want to go see the blue waters. You just kind of want to take it in. You know, that's kind of a Norwegian thing. Then you want to get off the ship and go zip lining and do your adventure seeking. You know that's a Norwegian. Um, Celebrity, you want to go, but you still want to keep that decorum. Um, you don't want to be completely dressed down, but you want to be completely dressed up either. You don't want to be, like in a tux and a tie, and it's kind of your idea of letting your hair down on Celebrity. So, um, many times the food on Celebrity is 5 stars, 4 to 5 stars. Norwegian, you're gonna get 4 to 5 stars, but you're gonna get a lot of that in the specialty dining. You're probably gonna get 3 to 4 stars, like at the buffet, or I would say 5 stars at sit down meal. Celebrity, you're gonna get good food. It's just like you want a burger, you want a burrito, you want kind of the street fare kind of thing. That's your thing. That's a, that is a Carnival item. It doesn't mean you can't get burgers on the other decks, but they kind of have their niche over there. So, anyways, it's important to know what each cruise line kind of does and what they do well, so that you're able to pick the right cruise, right? You don't want to be the celebrity customer on a Carnival ship, because you'll come back unhappy, or vice versa. You don't want to be the celebrity or the Carnival person on Celebrity, because you're going to be like, everybody was just, in my opinion, stuffy. It was demure. They didn't want to, they did a little something, but it wasn't my kind of, you don't want to come back unhappy. And if you split the difference and you go with Norwegian, which by the way was why I chose Norwegian for the group, I know there's something for everyone on every single ship and every single cruise line, but I figure there's the opportunity, the chances that everyone is going to find things and come back happy was, to me, really, really strong on Norwegian. So that's that. Okay, I'm done. I've been talking for way too long. I need to get off. Thank you guys for listening. I upload travel specials every Sunday, although Lord knows it's Monday now. And depending on how my life rolls, I get to them at some point on Sunday night. I'm working to kind of narrow that down to a good window, but tonight I had cleaning and grocery shopping, and I'm a mother and a wife, and all of those things were done late in the day. We went last night to see Endgame, which I know we're late on since this is like May 20th and it's been out for a while, but it was the first chance we got to go see it. So, my my new son said I was going to be really sad after I saw the movie. Like, it was kind of like sad, like a tearjerker. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But I was unhappy about some of that. So, but anyways, it was nice to go out and spend time with family. Bottom line is, it was nice to go spend time with family. And since yesterday we were out all day just kind of enjoying life, today a lot of that, the stuff that I would have done yesterday got pushed to today. That's life, and that's okay. I'm just going to be me and keep doing what I do. Hopefully you guys will check this out, like, you know, at some point on Monday anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. But if someone's sitting and they're like, okay, it's 7 o'clock, where is she? No. Travel specials will be up Sunday evening at some point. That's the best I can do. So, anyways, love you guys lots. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. Uh, ask questions, like, comment, get social with me. Check me out on social media. Go over to YouTube and click the like button and the notification button and subscribe. Basically, for now, the travel videos that are on Facebook are being uploaded to Facebook within the week, and the goal is I have fair amount of travel planned for this year, so you'll get travel specials, and then you'll also get travel content kind of in between there, and conversations about travel as well. But I didn't want to overwhelm myself or inundate myself, so for right now, travel specials. Please go like, please go share, please tell your friends about this new place that you found that's kind of cool. Don't forget to join the group, because I do add extra travel specials in there that we don't put in the regular Travel Start 6-7 Facebook page, or even on YouTube. So it's a Travel Start group on Facebook. Okay, so we will see you guys next week. Lots of love, joy, wishes, happiness, laughter, just spending time together and making great, great memories. And I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.